Here we go, folks. A collar tie between these two men here. Looks like Rampage got the better exchange. Now look at this, the Destroyer with a counter and falls with that huge drop kick.
Yeah, the Destroyer definitely knows how to chain wrestle, as good as they come here. Rampage is definitely a good chain wrestler here. Master of mixed martial arts, so he's versatile, different submission holds. He can counter basically anything. You saw the Destroyer got the better end of that exchange and collar elbow tie up. And look at that! After those multiple belly-to-belly suplexes, the Destroyer just comes back with that patented big boot. Remember the same big boot that Rampage also has. I won't be surprised to see these two exchanging those boots in this matchup. Of course, we saw them do that exact same thing on last episode of Assault in that tag team match. That huge exchange by the Destroyer, that combination. Of course, the Destroyer, he came up along, he learned his craft in fight clubs and off the main streets of Heathen's Row. And believe it or not, folks, in Kemba on fight clubs are actually, there's actually a lot of fight clubs are actually legitimate. And that's how the Destroyer learned how to become a fighter. And once he came to UWA, he made his debut in November of 2006. He was able to acquire some wrestling maneuvers to apply to his fighting abilities and to become what he is today. Rampage on the hands, known as being a UFC warrior. And look at this, and that huge T-bone suplex, taking down the Destroyer, cutting his momentum in half there. And now look at this, his elbows the head of the Destroyer there. Definitely got to look at Rampage trying to slow the pace down, try to put a stop to the Destroyer's just fast-paced action here. That's exactly what he's trying to do. I mean, my God, how can you stop that, man? Oh my! But did you see that, folks? I think both men's heads collided right there. You already saw something on the lines of that happen earlier. And now Rampage working on that head of the Destroyer after both their skulls collided with one another. Man, the match is almost over right there already. I definitely don't want to see this match over this quickly. But these guys might be injured though.
I don't think these two men even care and give a shit if they even are injured. I mean, these two men are proud fighters, have been said so many times. And they're not going to allow this match to end just 2 minutes into the matchup because of an injury. These men are the men who will be people who would die fighting, go down swinging. I think it's safe to say that they did injure each other's heads because ever since that moment, ever since the Destroyer tried to go off the top rope, their heads collided. They've just been working on the heads the entire time. Except for right there, the Rampage working on the legs. Rampage is positioning the Destroyer here, probably trying to once again go back to the head, and the Destroyer goes after the injured head. Guess what it is, the Destroyer. They must have called him the Spartan Warrior of the UWA. This is the man who would prefer dying in battle than dying outside the ring by any other circumstance. I mean, that's the highest honor a man like this can possibly acquire. And then when it comes to Rampage, he's like the Vegeta of the UWA. I mean, Rampage just cannot stand the possibility of anyone being stronger or better fighter than he is. And if that's ever the case, Rampage will do whatever he has to do to make himself much superior to all of his opponents. And that huge drive-by kick in the corner of hitting Rampage, that almost taking his head clean off there.
As I can pretty much tell, the Destroyer, the more methodical one, working on the injured skull. Rampage not really giving a damn, working on all types of the body parts of the Destroyer. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of smarter to work on, towards the head area with that jackhammer, that finisher that Rampage has and does so often and puts so many people away.
But remember, folks, earlier today, Rampage, when he had that confrontation, verbal confrontation with the Destroyer earlier tonight, he even said that he's gonna show off some 2 new finishers to the Destroyer tonight, but he says he won't even have to use both of them. He only have to use just one of them to defeat the Destroyer. here tonight. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what those new finishers are. What you have to do to put away for the Destroyer if it comes to that.
Now that's just talking big, in my opinion. I mean, you're gonna have to do a lot more than one finisher to put this newfound Destroyer, the CAW UWA, away.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, it could be pretty damn huge if he can possibly put away the Destroyer with one finisher. I mean, we all know, folks, anything is possible here in the UWA. I mean, we saw that firsthand at last month's CPV during the Scrub Despair match when Samoa Joe put Luke Fowler to that flaming table, was so able to continue the fight and it come back to eliminate Samoa Joe.
Rampage can do the unthinkable, put the Destroyer away with one finisher, then my hat is off to him, because you're talking about the same man that won that brutal matter of respect match. Oh, but look at that! Oh my God, look at that! Oh! In one fluid motion, the Destroyer, that belly to belly, that super belly to belly off the top rope.
But no avail, was very didn't really help away with these huge punches and kicks. Oh, well, this could be possibly one of his new finishers already here, folks. Oh my, that decapitating clothesline. He goes that comatose. Oh, wait a minute! Then the Destroyer is getting up back from that comatose, as Rampage calls it, and now we follow up with the Kimlani Destroyer. In terms of that huge power driver. My goodness, folks, so much for everything that Rampage just said. I mean, he didn't even get the Destroyer down for a pin. It was vice versa, but the Destroyer only getting a 2 count for that one, folks. And the one was going to the head of Rampage. I mean, he just talked really big earlier tonight, saying how huge his finisher is. Oh, that huge kick is taking Rampage off.
That's exactly why they call him a God of War, folks. Oh my, that Berserker Rage. Pretty much said he'll die sword in hand, which means he pretty much die in that ring in order to win the championship. And once again, a table coming into play here. Yet to see anyone get put through a table here tonight. We thought it was going to happen in the previous match, but it didn't happen. Actually, I want to get someone put through the table because I kind of care about people. But look at this, is he going for it again? The comatose! Oh my, that rolling huge lariat clothesline. Taking his head off, dragging his lifeless carcass over right to us. I don't know what's coming now, folks.
Yes, we know what's going to happen now. Yep, here it comes, folks. And Rampage is putting this right in front of us on top of the announce table. And Rampage is on the top rope here. Oh, he's not going to fly 20 feet across. Oh, my huge cross body. A huge splash through the announce table. He is destroying the Destroyer with that table. Now rolls him in the ring and pins him. This is going to be all she wrote to the comatose in the stable spot. And my goodness, the Destroyer still getting his shoulders up.
There you go, able to kick out of his finisher. And not only kicked out of his finisher, but through that table spot. Man, these two just going back and forth. Left and right, blow for blow, matching each other, kipping up out of each other's finishers. And look at this, the Destroyer's got that bridging cover. Rampage kicked out.
And now Rampage, wait a minute, folks. Oh, they destroyed that huge famouser, taking down Rampage. And so far, this has been very back and forth. This is whenever you think the Destroyer has Rampage's number, all of a sudden Rampage comes back and just owns the Destroyer.
Now back to the outside of the ring, or ringside floor. These men are battling all over the arena. It's almost like the Mexican street fight all over again. Perfectly legal in this match. This Rampage, just unmethodically get his head repeatedly just slamming that steel post. Oh, that's a good way to compare a tricep right there.
Yes, indeed, and we all know the Destroyer would be willing to destroy and maim his opponent if it means becoming, especially if it means becoming UWA champion. I mean, the Destroyer, he's never really known to be the type of person who relies on the cheers of the fans here tonight. The Destroyer, yes, obviously he's on good terms with the fans right now, but that's only because the Destroyer he's the type of person who will do anything he has to do to get what he wants, and of course the Destroyer was mainly heels, except Rampage here tonight. So it'll be kind of unique to see how the fans here are going to And look at this, on the outside for the Kamarian Cyclone. And Rampage's head landed right on that UWA Championship belt. And talk about adding total insult, the total injury to Rampage here by the Destroyer. And even if you're a Rampage mark, I mean, you have to appreciate everything the Destroyer is going through just to weaken and slow down Rampage here. Well, he's not physically, doesn't even go to the Spanish announce table. Oh, look at this now. The Destroyer's going to try his fate by diving off the top rope here. And oh, that huge elbow taking down Rampage through the freaking Spanish announce table.
I guess if you didn't get your fix of table spots so far, you got them now here tonight, as both men have been single-handedly going to put through tables in 2 different time and places. If the Destroyer gets managed to get Rampage back in the ring here and cover him, might be over. We saw the Destroyer kick out of the table spot earlier, but he didn't go for the cover. Rampage started to get back up. He's putting him in the corner here. No, he wants to put the exclamation point on. He wants to make sure he's out for the count.
Here you go. This is going to be first the CAW Eliminator. Oh my, huge Destroyer type powder, but off the top rope, nonchalant cover. And this could be also going for Rampage, become the new UWA champion. Oh, wait a minute! Somehow Rampage able to do the unthinkable and actually kick out of the CAW Eliminator. I can't really think of the last time anyone's ever done that. I mean, we've seen the likes of Steve Hebert, you know, the Taxman, Uncle Sam, and a few others take that CAW Eliminator but not able to kick out of it. Man, folks, this match is going to be so back and forth, and for the fans, I'm sure it's really hard for the fans to pick a side. I mean, both these have been huge fan favorites. Obviously, we need to see how these fans are reacting to this matchup here.
It's almost as if this match is going in. It's kind of like in a recycle type state. Every time you see someone get like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes worth of offense, and right after some point after a pin attempt, someone comes up with all sorts of like this bulk up or something and come back with all sorts of momentum. And you're seeing Rampage do that right now. It's like after he kicked out of that table spot in the CAW Eliminator, he's coming back with all sorts of fire.
Another finisher! Oh my goodness! He's with this other finisher. Rampage guaranteed it. Looks like Rampage is still our UWA champion here after hitting that finisher. He calls that deep 6. They're the UWA champion here. Oh, wait a minute! My goodness, folks, the Destroyer. My goodness, that's totally unthinkable. I mean, Rampage freaking guaranteed that his 2 finishers would be enough to take out the Destroyer, but the Destroyer kicked out of both of them, and now this could be possibly a superplex. Oh, wait a minute, how did the Destroyer do that? Oh my goodness, turning that superplex into a CAW Eliminator. Man, if you want to talk about ultimate counters, he just looked no further. In the middle of the ring here, and look just like that, folks, in the middle of the ring, the Destroyer is victorious, gets the 1-2-3 on Rampage. We have a new UWA champion. Let's show you a replay here. Of course, with Rampage turning the Destroyer around that exploder. And then we saw this from the outside, place Rampage on the Spanish announce table, and of course, it is diving. Thanks a lot, guys. Then once we got back and we saw the Destroyer go for the CAW Cyclone. But that wasn't enough to play Rampage. He had to counter his suplex and hit the CAW Eliminator all right in the middle of the ring. My goodness, I've never seen such a counter like that before. In the dead center ring, the Destroyer gets the win. We have a new UWA champion.